Moving on to our next segment, standout
Hey, bow.
moment of the week. I wasn't sure if your bow was done or not.
It'll never
Do you
stop.
see my little trash Ghost Rider?
Yeah, Trash
Yeah.
Rider. That's really cute.
It's got like wheels on the side. Pretty
Oh
awesome.
my
Anyway,
God.
this is where we talk about our favorite panel page. Sorry, I was showing him a new toy I got. But anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, hello. Thank you. Subscribe. If you're listening to this, go to AIPTcomics.com and see this on the post, see the art on the post, or you go watch the YouTube clip. But anyway, this is where we're talking about our favorite panel or page that came out this week. And Alex, what is your favorite panel or page?
Yeah, mine is it's the panel, it's the art, but it's also just the twist and the moment. This
Yeah.
is Exquisite Corpses number 12 from James Tynion the Fourth and Michael Walsh. This is the penultimate issue to season one of Exquisite Corpses. And holy shit. I read your review, Dave, and I agreed with a lot of what you said. It was very action driven. But
Yeah.
I loved the like I don't know if I've actually like gone more times in a
Mm-hmm.
comic than I did in this. There were like so many moments where I was like actually surprised by what happened. So basically, this image is of a main protagonist that we were rooting for the
Civilian.
entire what?
She was a civilian.
Yes, a civilian protagonist that we were rooting for all 11 issues leading up to this tragic figure who had lost her son while these serial killers were running rampage on this town. And then in issue 11, it ends with her murdering one of the serial killers by stabbing her in the brain through her eyes. And in this issue, it's revealed that she's gone fully fucking psycho because her brain has broken from the trauma that she's experienced. And they've
And she's
now
been
been,
told that if she doesn't fight, all of her family will die.
yes, which is a lie. I don't even care about spoilers because, like, you're gonna read it even if I do spoil it. Holy shit, it's so good. She's so feral. Her child, who has survived, is terrified of her. And, if you've been reading Exquisite Corpses, they have this whole bracket at the back of the serial killers fighting each other. But now the final two killers, which were killed and replaced by these two civilians who have taken on their roles in this twisted competition, their names have now like replaced the other names on the bracket. I was I was gagged, gooped and gagged by this. I I love the twist. I really sometimes twists don't work in comics. Sometimes you can ask my husband. I say the twist that's coming in every movie out loud, and he wants to divorce me because of it.
Hmm.
I did not see this coming.
You know what's interesting too is like the gunman's mask, the gold mask. They made a big deal about that in the first issue, how this family always has the killer wear a mask, that mask.
Yeah.
And that is what's the hook. That's the loophole that if anyone picks that up, they can then become the killer for that family. And the same is with the sword.
Yeah, it's basically the end of the day, the actual rules of this competition is that if you pick up the weapon that was randomly selected for the family and you say out loud, I am the fighter for Massachusetts with the blah 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 weapon, then you are now the representative. Just very smart, very like strategically done.
Yeah.
Not at
And
all surprised. Tynan is amazing, and they created this comic as a think tank. So there was like a bunch of
mm,
brilliant creators.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And look at this art. She just looks fucking wild.
It's such a great visual because it is so cinematic. That moment in an action movie where they freeze frame. We saw it with like Guy Ritchie movies, and all of a sudden it's stylized, it's artistic, it's like it's almost like Spider-Verse, the the
Yep.
the the animated movie. You can tell it's a freeze frame in a movie, but it's of course a
Yep.
comic. It's really neat.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I'm like, there's no way that this comic isn't going to be optioned into a
Oh
movie.
yeah.
With like how
And
popular like Ready or Not kind of movies are these days, like
right.
there's just no way.
And Tynion already has like ties to Hollywood, so.
Yeah, something is killing the children
Hmm.
is being made into a TV show right now, like
Department of
100%.
Truth has some sort of option.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. What's
My
your kapow, my friend?
my favorite panel comes from Wolverine number 19 by Saladin Ahmed and Martin Coccolo. I was pleasantly surprised by this issue too, but I had to pick this because I think my review title was "This will be a collector's item," this comic.
Yes, you did say that.
Because Marvel made a big deal out about a couple months ago. They already spoiled that Wolverine's claws will break, snicked to snapped, and this is the moment you're seeing right now. But instead of snapped, it snick to crack. You can see right down on the bottom right if you look at
Yeah,
the art. He's of course fighting the Adamantine, who Saladin Ahmed has been teasing since the very start of his run. I believe it was the very start. Anyway, um, Coccolo does a fantastic job with plenty of this book, but I think this is a really striking image. Of course, the speed lines in the background, the manga-esqueness of it really draws your eye to his hand and the adamantium breaking because adamantine is stronger than adamantium. And fun fact, adamantine is a living ore. He has like a he is metal
yeah.
that with a
He's like a
persona.
living ore like created by Hephaestus or some shit.
It's crazy Olympian weirdness. I don't know. It's so outside of the realm of what Wolverine usually does, but maybe that's a good thing because it's different.
And like in story lore, like, nothing is stronger than adamantium, but
Hmm.
adamantine is the purest original form of adamantium. So if anything could break his claws, it makes perfect sense that it's this. So it's also not like a weird break in logic of the comic. Like,
Right,
yeah,
right.
it would shatter if it went up against a stronger material, and that's what this is.
And the only reason why adamantine became conscious is because enough of the ore was in one place at the same time or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will say this though. You know how Wolverine had hot claws, those like red
Yeah.
warm claws? When I was reading this comic, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna give him gold claws. He's gonna
Yeah.
get he's gonna get adamantine on his body. How much more
Which
bet?
will look really cool with his yellow and brown suit.
That's true. That's true.